Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Donna Feazell, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge television, radio, and podcast talk show. Thank you so much for watching every day, Monday through Friday, beginning 2 p.m. on the Eastern time zone as I get to ride home with you in the afternoon. My guest gets to ride home with you, too. We all have so much fun. Thank you again for watching us on Abundant Television, found on Roku, Apple TV, and Amazon Fire. And don't forget, you can find us in Alabama, close to the Huntsville, Alabama area, channel 182 on Charter Communications. You can find us on podcast, thenewscasters.com, and also the biggest radio country station in South Carolina, WZLA. I wanted to show Pastor Gregg Loner is with me right now. Greg, see this coffee mug right here?
Let's see. Yes.
Okay, this was
that
from 21 years ago when the show started.
Oh my goodness!
Yeah, I took good care.
Put that in the museum one day.
Yeah, right. This is one I can find that's not chipped all over. So anyway, we took good care of this one sitting in the china. No, that's not. I've got to take care of it on the way to putting in the china cabinet so that I don't break it. Greg's a good friend of mine. He's a very, very good friend of the show, and we're friends with Greg too. Greg, again, thank you. It's a pleasure having you on the show.
Thank you for having me, as always.
You know what? I get to see you on Facebook. I don't get to respond a lot of time because we're just going in so many directions, but I'm watching, and Phil is too. And we're seeing all the different things that you guys are bringing in to your church and to the young folks in your community and beyond. So what are some things that are going on? You've got some things happening this week.
Yeah, we do. We have done a couple of our Level Land Live broadcasts from Where Shoals over the past several months, and the mayor of Where Shoals is just falling in love with our church, of course myself, and just exposure that we're giving folks about the town. So he asked a while back if we would come and open up their summer concert series with a Level Land Live broadcast. So that is this Thursday night, and so all of the people that sing in the church are going to be participating. We're going to have some fun numbers. We're going to have different ones on the town council, and the mayor, Brian Ross, also going to be interviewing them. So just kind of mutual friendship that we have here with our church and Where Shoals. It just kind of developed out of nowhere, and I just appreciate so much the camaraderie that we have built together, and the privilege and honor of being able to come and do that on this Thursday night, 6 to 8 o'clock at West End Park over in Where Shoals, right downtown on the northern end of the road of the old West End town district.
We're going to have it out there for you as well, but what can folks expect at this event?
So, like I said, there'll be interviews with different townspeople, several of the council members, also the mayor. I've asked him to just pull together whoever he would like to be a part of that side of things. And then we've got all of our singers. When I start naming names, I start leaving them out, but several soloists, our praise team, which features many of our young people, will be singing. Also, our young people do solos. So if people watch some of our Facebook page, you'll see the different people that sing, the talent that they've got. So bring a lawn chair. Come on out on Thursday night. That's going to be the 11th of June. They're right there at West End Park. You'll have a great time together. There's going to be food trucks there. So come with an appetite and buy some of the food of the vendors that will be on site there, and just, I guess, take a break from the heat. Maybe there's shade trees out there, and just have a good time in the Lord with us.
It always seems like some of the best food is from those food trucks.
You know it does. I don't know something about it. The first time I ever had food from a food truck was, I think it was 2011. My late wife and I had went to Hawaii, and there was this shrimp truck
Mhm.
that was way up on the northern side of the island, and we had saw it on Frommer's, those tour books, Hawaii for Dummies, that type of thing, where it recommends places for you to go. So I remember seeing that in that book, and so we ate there, and I'm here to tell you, it was so good, and that was my first experience with a food truck. But I mean, these days they're about on every corner,
Mhm.
and you can find about anything your mind could think of to eat at these things. So anyway, yeah, they'll have food trucks there, so I'm sure it'll be good. There's also restaurants within walking distance as well.
Hmm. A lot of restaurants that were having a hard time during COVID turned into the food trucks. I think that was a great idea. It was a great
Yeah.
survival tool. So Phil and I went to New York years and years ago, and and I said, "Well, I want to take you to New York for your birthday." Well, Phil and I are country folks, but we thought we'd try it. But the best food we had was a hot dog truck. I mean,
Yeah, I've done that before too.
it was.
Didn't have chili though. Did,
They
did, did, did they have chili now? I mean, I went back when I was in high school, I think, so that was a long time ago. No chili.
Oh, they had all kinds of. And by the way,
Really?
did you ever watch Seinfeld growing up?
I didn't.
Okay,
I'm
Seinfeld
sorry,
had.
folks. I'm not a Seinfeld watcher.
Well, you got to find this one. So
Okay.
there was a guy, and there really is this restaurant there, and this guy would say, "No soup for you." He was like really rude, and he was just, like we're used to the Southern hospitality, like you're going to have at your event on Thursday.
Yeah.
Well, this guy was extremely rude, and so my son told me about it. He said, "When you go to New York, see if you can find that restaurant, No Soup for You." And so we went and we found it, and they were rude. But
Oh, wow.
the best soup I've ever had. I
Yeah.
mean, even I put up with their rudeness so I could eat the clam chowder. But
Kind of like Dick's Last Resort, which I have never eaten at either, but I hear it's kind of like that
yeah,
down at the beach and other places.
but I like to go friendly atmosphere, and that's what
Yeah.
you can have down there on Thursday night. So that's going to be a
Yes.
great setting.
Yeah. So they'll have concerts all summer long, but this one will be a little different. So hopefully the townspeople especially will come out and uh, just give an ear to the things that have been happening in the town of Ware Shoals, things that are coming up to be excited about. They've got the old Catherine Hall, which, man, it served kind of as a YMCA. It had a movie theater in it, a canteen, had a community swimming pool around back. So that's being restored.
Wow.
Just all kind of different things that's going on in the town. Of course, that's where I'm from. So that's where, the biggest link comes from. My heart will always have a love for Ware Shoals, where I went to school and everything. They're celebrating 100 years of the high school, so a whole lot going on, and just come out and help us.
Looks like I may have lost Greg. Phil, I'm going to throw us into a commercial break. We're going to be right back in just a few minutes, so y'all hang in there, okay?
Queen City Used Car Sales has been serving drivers in the Northeast Alabama area for years with a quality selection of late model used cars, SUVs, and pickup trucks. On top of our extensive selection and competitive prices, we offer professional auto financing services for used car buyers of all credit levels. Whether you've just begun your search or you're ready to secure your next vehicle, at Twin City Used Car Sales, you will drive away with the vehicle of your dreams. The sales and finance staff at Twin City Used Car Sales looks forward to serving you, and you can apply for financing online before your visit to our used dealership in Gadsden, Alabama. Check us out on the web at twincityusedcars.com or go by our location at 901 First Avenue, Gadsden, Alabama. We sincerely look forward to serving you.
You know, finding the right home isn't just about bedrooms and square footage. It's about comfort, security, and the feeling you get the moment you walk through the door. That's why so many families across Greenwood and the Lakelands area trust Jenny Ferguson with Keller Williams. And I'll tell you from personal experience, Jenny was my realtor, and she truly cares about her clients. Jenny takes the time to listen, to understand what matters most, and to guide you every step of the way, whether you're buying your first home, upgrading, or ready to sell. Because this isn't just a transaction, it's your life. With local knowledge, personal care, and a commitment to getting it right, Jenny Ferguson makes the process simple and even enjoyable. So if you're thinking about buying or selling, now's the time to make your move. Call Jenny Ferguson with Keller Williams in Greenwood today and take the next step toward a place you'll truly love coming home to. Shine your style at Kiss My Glass right here in the Anderson Mall. There's a place where style meets sparkle. At Kiss My Glass, every piece is handcrafted, custom designed, and made to shine just like you. Owner Beth Gibson brings creativity to life with stunning custom tumblers, gifts, and one-of-a-kind pieces you won't find anywhere else. Look for the perfect gift or something uniquely you, from bold and glamorous to simple and elegant. There's something for every style, so stop by, get inspired, and leave with something unforgettable. Kiss My Glass inside the Anderson Mall, Anderson, South Carolina, where your sparkle begins. Be sure to check out Kiss My Glass on Facebook for updates and specials and gift ideas. Good afternoon, Sunshine. Medical Minute brought to you by Dr. Chuck with Lakeland's Chiropractic, where an ounce of prevention is worth what? A pound of cure. So what is the Beamer? Okay, now the Beamer uses very gentle pulse to electromagnetic signals. This will stimulate healthy muscles and it supports the temporary blood flow. Now let's talk Beamer and circulation support. Now the Beamer gently supports natural circulation in healthy muscles. Now that's what I call natural health. Thank you so much for watching your Medical Minute, brought to you by Dr. Chuck. You know who he's with. He's with Lakeland's Chiropractic, where an ounce of prevention is worth what? A pound of cure. I hope you have a super duper awesome rest of the afternoon. You take care.
Lowe's knows that the projects you build in spring are the ones you can't wait to share. It's why we make sure you have our best deals with My Lowe's Rewards, and that you get help from people who've
been there,
done that.
Try this.
This spring, we'll help you build something rewarding.
Hey, Stan.
What's up?
I made you something.
Oh, thank you.
And I got something for you. You grew these?
Of course.
Lowe's knows how to help you spring.
Are you ready?
We all wonder what tomorrow will bring, but the future lays itself at the feet of the prepared and surrenders to the will of the persistent. It's not easy, but today shapes you so you can shape tomorrow. With Northeast Alabama Community College, when the future asks if you're ready, you can answer.
Yes.
Begin your future at Northeast Alabama Community College.
Good afternoon. We are back. My name is Donna, and I'm your host of Donna's Edge television, radio, and podcast talk show. Just came in from the break. I want to thank all of our wonderful sponsors. You guys are absolutely fabulous. I've got Pastor Gregg Loner with me right now. Greg, it's so good to be with you. And I wanted to mention this. A lot of times, you know, folks don't know what's going on in their town. And there can be some fascinating things going on, and they just haven't talked to the city council members, or maybe they haven't talked to the mayor. You're about to bring that out. That's a great thing. Thank you for that.
Yes, I mean, I know so many people, I guess, that are influential in their towns and stuff. So, like, I've done the same thing for Due West. I know the mayor there. She used to be a pastor over in Honeypath when I was serving a church close to there. And so, it's just having so many connections and everything, and being from here. So, just letting the Lord just kind of open doors and things based upon relationships that have been built during the years. So I give him all the glory for the opportunities that he gives me.
Well, the more a community talks with each other, and that's your city council and your mayor, the more the folks talk to each other, I think the better town it is.
Mm-hmm.
It's open communication.
Yeah, that's right. And let people know what's going on and listen to concerns and things like that. And when you've got people like that in office, they tend to get reelected over and over again. There's a pattern to that. I think we have lost the way it has always been and should be even to this day is, we the people, we're the ones that are supposed to voice our opinions and our concerns about how things are being done. And I think oftentimes we have people that are elected and strictly want to do what they want to do and have very little concern for what the townspeople think or the people of the country think or the state. And so we the people is a very important concept that we need to maintain in this country and in our communities as well.
Oh, I think so too. I spoke with a guy, he's a good friend of mine. He ran for office on 2 different terms. And so something was brought to his attention and he fixed it. And so he mentioned that to me. And I said, well, why didn't you fix it? 'Cause we were friends, And I said, why did you wait so long? Why did it take somebody telling you? And he said, I didn't know it needed to be fixed. And he said the person just kept apologizing for calling him. And he said, no, I thank you for bringing this to my attention. I did not know there was an issue. I didn't know. So sometimes we don't tell folks. And, you got to tell them so that they can know what to fix. We're the same way. You can tell me, Donna, you got a leaky faucet. Maybe if you come to my house, I may not know I had a leaky faucet.
That's right.
Thank you for telling me. So sometimes in a nice way, folks, in a nice way, talk to your folks who are leading your community and tell them what needs to be fixed. Again, in a nice way. And I promise you, they'll start working on it.
Yeah, I mean, it's true with anything, business, church, what have you. Sometimes you have to put the agenda aside and do what really needs to be done the most. And that's going to reach and help the most people. And so it's good, I think, for every organization to keep that in mind.
We've got an election coming up tomorrow, so we're recording this little.
Oh, really? Yeah.
And so, that's why, a lot of folks only vote in the presidential election. But man, you got to vote for if you love your community, vote in your own community elections as well. Vote every time.
Yeah. The power is given to the people in this country. It's not like that everywhere, but being a democracy, we all should want to be involved in that process. And, I've always heard if you don't vote, then you don't really deserve a say as to who got elected and what their policies are or become. And so it's important. And it makes you feel good when you went out and voted to know that you did take a part, and therefore you do have more of a right, I think, to state how you think things should go and operate.
You always enjoyed voting because it was a way you get in the community, check up on everybody's kids or grandkids, and kids that are growing, and it was a lot of fun. My grandmother and granddad always worked the voting polls that day. They forever. I don't remember them not doing that. And so I asked her one time, I said, why do you do that? It doesn't really pay anything to do that. And she said, oh, I just enjoy getting to catch up with everybody.
That's just part of it.
It's part of the community. It's part of the way things operate. So I thought, well, I'm going to try it. And I'm going to have to tell you, I learned some good things. People throw off on young people all the time.
Yeah.
A lot of young people coming in voting for the first time. And it was really interesting, and your parents that are involved with the kids as well. And I thought what was interesting is the parents would come in. I heard one guy, he was asking his dad, well, Dad, who do I need to vote for? And I heard his dad say, did you do any research? And he said, well, no, I've been going to, I'd been going to college and all this kind of stuff. I haven't had time. And he said, should have done your research, son.
Right. Yep, you need to. And then exercise your right to vote. And get up off the couch, exercise, put the backfield in motion, get to the poll and vote. We're a free country, and I hope we always stay that way. And one of the privileges we have as a free country is to be able to cast a vote at the ballot box. So as long as you can and you're able, do that.
Well, thank you for all the things you're doing to bring the community together. I know you have some more events that are coming up too pretty soon.
Yeah, so the Lord laid this upon my heart. I love basketball, and I thought, I looked around to see if there were any camps right here in the Iva area, and there weren't. So I want to be doing some basketball camps this summer on behalf of Mission Baptist Church. So girls ages 8 to 12 is going to be June 24th to 26th. The July 15th to 17th is going to be co-ed, ages 8 to 12 again. And then the third camp also is ages 8 to 12, but it's for boys, July 29th through the 31st. And it's at the Iva Civic Center. And it's 9 to noon every day, and it's $100 a camper. I've been looking at some of the charges for some of the camps and stuff this summer, and that is a very, very reasonable price for 9 hours of basketball skills, and also throwing in some teachable times about relationship with the Lord and keeping that strong. So any kids out there, again, ages 8 to 11, strictly girls, strictly boys, co-ed. Also, if families have girls and boys in the same household, probably want them to be together. So we want to try to take care of that. And there's discounts for families that have more than one child to take part in as well. And if you'd like to help pay away for a child, you're welcome to do that. So the phone number, as always, for everything is my own. It's 864-940-4586 if you'd like to participate in the camp or sponsor in some kind of way. Just reach out to us and let us know. So that's that. And then also over in July, I'm excited about our theme for Vacation Bible School. We always try, and I always have in the ministry throughout the years as a pastor, to do vacation Bible schools later in the summer and try to do something different than what other churches have done. I know kids love to go to the same vacation Bible school theme at different churches throughout the summer, but I've also found that it's good to kind of whet their appetite for something different, like before they go back to school. So our theme for this year is called Berry Blast Theme Park. So it's going to be like going to a theme park with all of the games and the crafts and the Bible lessons and skits and all that kind of stuff. We've talked about on the way out for the nights. It's on the Fruit of the Spirit.
It's like I may have lost Gregg again. So he's talking about several different events that are happening right now, and one of those is going to be in his hometown. And play where he graduated. Wouldn't it be fun to go and find out what the other people are saying about Gregg? Wouldn't that be a whole lot of fun? Oh, boy. Let's go ahead and cut to another real quick commercial break. We're going to be right back in just a few minutes.
I'm excited to announce our Christmas extravaganza is finally here. Get this season's flannel sheets for as low as $59.98. They won't last long, so get them while you can. Our famous My Slippers, they haven't been on sale for over a year. Regularly $119.98, now only $59.98. Our 6-piece towel sets are back in stock with extremely limited quantities, only $29.98. With hundreds of MyPillow products, there's something for everyone on your Christmas list. Bathrobes, duvets, quilts, down comforters, and so much more. So go to MyPillow.com or call the number on your screen. Use your promo code to save on all MyPillow products. For example, flannel sheets for as low as $59.98, or our 6-piece towel sets, just $29.98. But that's not all. I'm extending our 60-day money-back guarantee until March 1st of 2025. Plus, all orders over $75 or more ship absolutely free.
Okay, we're back. Got Gregg Loner with me right now. 2 more minutes left in this segment. I know you've got quite a few things that are happening on the community, but let's talk about Thursday before you go.
Yep. So Thursday night over at West End Park in Ware Shoals, we're going to be there doing the first night of their summer concert series, doing our Level and Live broadcast from there, and going to have several of the folks on town council, also Mayor Brian Ross at Ware Shoals. You can't miss it. It's right downtown at the end of the old row of buildings on each side of the main highway that runs through town. There's a pizza place called Family Pizza, I think, right across from the park. So just come and be with us. Bring a lawn chair. Several of the people in our church that sing are going to be singing, and we're going to be just discovering all kind of great things that have been and are going to be happening in the town of Ware Shoals.
Let me ask you another quick question. This pertains to volunteers. For any of your events that are coming up, do you need folks to help you put these things together?
Of course, we do. We would love to have any type of help with any of our events. Just let us know, 864-940-4586. My mom actually hurt her leg really bad. She actually got run over by a vehicle that she thought had been put in park, and it wound up not being in park, and so it run over her leg. Thank God nothing was broken. So she's always been a big help with that, and she's down right now. So on Tuesdays from 5 to 5:30, I could use some help to help with the Miss D's deals on groceries, packaging them up, and getting them out to people's cars.
All right, let's talk about that before we go. Miss D's deals, because there's some great deals out there.
Yes, it is. It's still going. I have regular customers every week. We've started doing some $100 meat deals. I hate to say it, but I look at other pages of businesses that are doing the $100 meat deals, and you got like a pound of this and a pound of that and a pound of that. And when I do the math, they're making about 65% profit. And I just cannot do that. With our meat deals, you're going to get 40 to 50 pounds of meat for $100, plus the produce deals. Of course, most or all of your produce now in grocery stores is fresh. It's come straight from a farm nearby. So great deals on produce, and then other meat deals, and the $35 deal, which includes fresh meats, fruits, vegetables, and every now and then a staple food item. But with all the produce so abundant now and such good prices, I'm trying to throw as much of that in as I can, and not so much worried about staple food items, because people want their produce.
Absolutely. That's a good stuff right there. So let me ask you one more thing. I know you've got to go. This pertains to the basketball camp. So how can folks donate it if they would like to sponsor a child going to the camp?
Yeah, everything's being done through calling or texting my number. So it's 864-940-4586. Just any contributions that you would like to make. If you want to put it towards a kid, be it a girl or a boy, or just however you'd like to stipulate, we'll be sure to honor that.
Absolutely. Gregg, anything you want to say before we go?
No, just God loves you. He's got a purpose and a plan for every single one of your lives. And once you get in the niche and knowing that you're doing his will, what he'd have for you to do, what his good pleasure is for you, it's the best life ever. So get with God and let him lead and guide you into all great things that's in store for your life.
Absolutely. Gregg, thank you again. I know you're busy. Thank you so much for spending some time with us today.
Thank you as always, Donna.
And thank you guys so much for watching. We definitely appreciate that. Continue sending email, Donna@donnasedge.com, Donna@donnasedge.com. We'll see you next time. Bye-bye.